I don't believe that Trump has done anything that bad not to run this country. I really don't.
You could not find one man that would let a man in a woman's changing room, bathroom, dorm room, women's shelter. A women's shelter? You're gonna let a man in a women's shelter?
Alright, I think it's time for someone to blatantly say it, and I guess I will do the honors. Anyone that still supports Donald Jennifer Trump should not be allowed to vote. Your voting privileges should be taken away. Yes, I said voting privileges. Voting is a privilege. Until you get the massive amount of therapy that y'all apparently need, you're not getting your voting privileges back. Point blank and the period. There is literally nobody on this planet that can sit in front of me, look me in my face, and tell me that MAGA supporters aren't in a cult. They embody the literal definition of a cult. And what makes this even more disturbing is the fact that these people will walk their happy asses into the voting booth and vote for that 93 felony pants, and they'll do it proudly.
Media prohibiting the story about lying, cheating, stealing, molesting China Joe's son's laptop. I personally was deplatformed for that, right? Just like with the Fauci virus, just speaking about the ineffectiveness of those clot shots. So you had a confluence of the media.
The clot shot, the vaccines?
Right. Well, they had to change the definition of vaccine to pretend it was a vaccine.
What the did you just say? Lying, cheating, stealing, molesting China Joe's son's laptop. Wow, that's a mouthful. Hunter Biden's fat old on his laptop pissed y'all off so much that y'all gave him a Panic at the Disco song title as an insult. Lying, cheating, stealing, molesting China Joe's son's laptop could be a song. Lying is the most fun a girl can have without lying, cheating, stealing, molesting China Joe's son's laptop.
Just like with the Fauci virus, just speaking about the ineffectiveness of those clot shots.
Oh yeah, those clot shots that ended a deadly global pandemic where most of your side decided not to take said clot shots and then actually died from the virus that most of y'all didn't even believe was real. I'll keep reminding y'all of this. These people vote.
You were the mayor of Clover, South Carolina, and was that the time when Nikki Haley was governor of South Carolina?
The first part of it.
You were the mayor? Someone thought that you were fit enough to be the mayor? In what town? What did he say? Clover, South Carolina? Here's how I determine the level of intelligence in the city. Population. And Clover, South Carolina has 7,405 people. Yep, and now I know how you became mayor. Simple minds are easily brainwashed.
Well, straightening the country out to me for the first thing, and probably the most important thing, would be to get the border closed. And we got folks in this country that need some of the jobs that some of the Latinos and the Mexicans are taking. And they're not just coming from there, they're coming from China and some of the other countries that worry me even more.
Sir, I couldn't even pay attention to your statement, being it's probably dumb, but the stupidity behind you took my attention immediately away from you. Looks like Daddy and Pop-Up got deep into their minds, and this dude seems very certain about this Trump scarf. And sir, the borders aren't open. God, can y'all stop with the whole borders are open shit? The borders aren't open. I wish they were. And also, can we stop talking about this whole border thing? Borders are not real. Borders don't exist. We made them up. I wish the borders were open so more foreigners can come in and actually help us progress this motherfucker.
People are talking about freedom of religion. They're talking about how they're trying to infuse more Christianity into our politics. How do you feel about that as well?
Well, I am a Christian.
You don't say! I would have never guessed that.
Do you believe in separation of church and state?
I don't know for sure. I just know that I'm a Christian. I'll serve my Bible, my God,
Hold on, wait. You don't support the separation of church and state? Don't ever tell me these people aren't fascist. When they literally are, she just proved it to you. In 1939, Hicho also implemented that every soldier should wear Gott mit uns over their heart. Gott mit uns means God with us. He loved Catholicism. The Pope was his boo-boo. The point is, he didn't like separation of church and state, neither. I hope you understood everything I just told you. It is that serious. Turn that thumb blue, my friends, if you're enjoying the video so far. Let's help this video spread to more leftists and progressives. That would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much.
If Donald Trump loses again, what would that mean for you, and what do you think that would mean to the country?
Honestly, I think if he loses again, I just think it's going to be a very bad thing.
Holy shit, lady. You know, you're probably one of the first cultist Trumpers that was interviewed at one of his rallies that actually acknowledged the fact that this piece of shit lost in 2020. Holy shit. I can't believe I just heard that.
Donald Trump in 2020 was very critical of the Black Lives Matter movement. And
I don't think so. I didn't see any of that. I never saw that. I've heard that before, but you'll have to prove that one to me because I never seen that. He actually did so much for the black community.
No, I'm saying he was critical of the Black Lives Matter movement.
I was too. What kind of crap was that?
Did you see that? Did you see the racist instantly jump out? See, she's in a safe place getting interviewed by a white guy. She felt safe enough to say all that. If I was interviewing her, I would immediately put her in her place. I gotta tell ya, I don't tolerate racists easily. I don't usually have to deal with them in public. Luckily, I live in a more enlightened place in Virginia. But if I heard this, I would tell her exactly what the BLM movement is all about.
what do you feel about January 6th in that light?
I think when you are at the White House and you have police officers asking you to come in and showing you the way, they did. Come on in. Come right in here. And I think that man that shot that lady and killed her, he needs to be in jail right now.
But wait, hold on now. I thought you people loved your law and order. See, when we say that we don't want cops to be the judge, jury, and the executioner, let me turn the tables on you and say what y'all say when BLM supporters get shot in the street. If Ashley Babbitt just complied, she would have never been shot. Right?
How much of that do you blame on the pandemic, the price increases and the cost of living as we adjusted from a pandemic?
I don't blame any of it on that. Honestly, I worked through the whole thing and my stocks went sky high. I mean, I was blessed to have a good job, but people they used that as an escape. Give me, and Joe Biden allowed that.
Well, Karen, just because you had a nice cushy job doesn't mean everyone else did. Most people were laid off during the pandemic. Most people had nothing. Most people had to choose between eating and paying their rent. So, you for even saying that.
I mean, he just likes to do that kind of stuff.
Do you support giving money to Ukraine?
No, I support him taking care of our border and people here in the United States that need money.
Dude, I stopped listening to her the moment this man stepped into frame. Like, sir, what the are you doing here? Are you lost? These people don't like you. Run before they find out you're there. You're surrounded by massive racists. How do you not know that?
I don't believe that Trump has done anything that bad not to run this country. I really don't. And the judges don't like him anyway.
Well,
Nobody likes President Trump. I mean, you know, authority-wise, I don't think.
Forgetting the judges, I'm talking about a jury, which isn't authority at all.
They're being influenced, and I even think they could be paid off. I really do. That's how I feel about it.
So even if he's indicted, you think the jury would have been paid off?
Could, yes, I do think that.
Did you hear that? Even if a jury of our own peers convicted him, she still wouldn't believe it. These people are beyond lost.
If he were to lose again, what would that mean for the country in your opinion?
You mean if President Trump was to lose for the first time? He's never lost a presidential election. Well, yeah, he had a historic turnout. 81 million people have never turned out for a presidential election.
If you look closely into this woman's eyes, you can see the delusion lingering deep within her. This woman needs immediate psychiatric help. And I mean that with the utmost respect. And I never respect these people. Having said that, the election was not stolen, you moronic imbecile.
We're taking faith lessons from Russia right now. Right now, I mean, I personally homeschooled my kids all the way through. Probably shows. But we're taking faith lessons from Russia right now. Don't tell kids that have always been born male and female, will always be born male and female, can only interact biologically as male and female. Don't tell them there's 61 genders. Don't tell them to cut anything off and stitch any dead meat back onto their skin and it's gonna make them a male. Here's your dead meat, it makes you a male.
What the does your transphobia have anything to do with Russia? If you mean Russia hates gay people, then yeah, you're right, they do. And I don't know who told you this, but there aren't 61 genders. Actually, there are 72 genders in full. But you won't know what that means even if I explained it to you. And I feel horrible for your children that you're homeschooling. They're learning about the world from someone like you. And I hope one day that at least one of your children escapes your clutches and learns what the real world is actually about. It'll hit them like a brick, man. They're gonna get a rude awakening when they step into adulthood.
I came down here in 83 to UNCC. In 1983, there's not one man, you could not find one man that would let a man in a woman's changing room, bathroom, dorm room, women's shelter. A women's shelter? You're gonna let a man in a women's shelter? In the Bible Belt?
Ooh, scary words, the Bible Belt. But what you're seeing here is the real her coming out. This is the real person finally seeping through. This woman needs chronic therapy. And just for your information, trans women are women. And until you acknowledge that, your voting privileges should be taken away. I don't give a how anybody feels about that. That's how it should be. If you're gonna vote against basic human birth-given rights, no more voting for you. If you think women shouldn't have the right to their own bodily autonomy, you don't deserve to vote anymore. If you're still gonna vote against trans rights, LGBTQIA+ rights, universal healthcare paid via our taxes, if you are against any of those things, you don't deserve to vote anymore. Harsh take, but it's the truth. What do you think of these people's answers? Comment below, let me know, and I will see you in the comment section. And if you need more of my series, Republicans Say the Darndest Things, check out my next video right here. And if you can, please support the channel on Patreon, my friends. I will leave those links, as always, right here and in the description below. I really hope to see you there. Get early access to all of my videos, private lives every Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, podcasts, and much more. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for weekly leftist videos. And I am out.